I have a very special treat for you guys today. Well, with the exception of the YouTube order, because you can go fuck yourself. For anyone that's been on my channel long enough, you know there is a special guest who always appears on my videos in any game that I play, and he always likes to appear on the other teams. And in today's video, we have our special guest back, Going Postal, my personal friend from real life. No, not some YouTube guy, not some people that I know off a forum and shit like that. This is my actual person I have known since I've been 7 years old, and we play video games together all the time. However, this motherfucker doesn't like to play on my teams. He always likes to play against me. His goal is to jump into any room that I'm in, any game that I'm playing, get on the opposite team so that we end up facing each other up in this motherfucker. That is his entire goal. So although he doesn't like Call of Duty Ghosts, and you're going to notice he's a very low level up in this motherfucker, he decided one day he was going to throw this sumbitch in, and I noticed there was a guy trailing me right there, so that's why I threw my IED so he could walk into that motherfucker. He decided he was going to throw this shit in and try and get on an opposing team on me, and sure enough, he got into this game where I was running on Tremor playing Cranked up in this motherfucker. And the fact is, you're going to notice he's a very low level compared to me. And I believe this is actually his very first game playing Cranked. So he didn't know what the fuck he was doing in this game. And he still doesn't like Ghost. I don't even think he's gotten to the first Prestige or the first Soldier, whatever the fuck it is. And there he is right there. I get a headshot on his ass. You're going to notice we trade a couple kills back and forth up in this motherfucker. But obviously, he hasn't played Call of Duty as much as I have. I've obviously played Call of Duty a lot more than he has. I'm a lot more experienced than he is. I've played a lot more Call of Duty games than he has. So obviously, it's not to say that, oh, I'm so much better than him. The fact is, I just play Call of Duty more than him. When we play video games, we're able to fight against each other. You know, we're pretty much equals anytime we play. When we played Need for Speed, you guys probably saw him in Hot Pursuit. It was me versus him. There were times that I would win. There would be times that he would win. When we decided we were going to play some sports games together, there are times, I don't know how the fuck I didn't kill that guy. There are times that I win. There are times that he wins. So all games that we play, we're pretty much equals. However, when it comes to Call of Duty, I always have the advantage over him. It's not so much that, oh, I'm so much better than him. No, it has nothing to do with that. It just has to do that I'm more familiar with this game than he is. That's all. That's the only reason why I'm actually able to beat him within this motherfucker. Now, in this game, he was playing Crank for the first time, so he didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He was like, what the hell is this damn timer and shit like that after we played? And look at here, he's fucking killed. I don't know how the fuck I didn't shoot him right there, man, but I know he was fucking all happy as shit that he actually killed me with this motherfucker. And when we were actually after we played this game, he was like, what the fuck is this Crank? Now I saw that guy out the corner of my eye, I saw him moving. I was like, why didn't he come back out that side? But you know what? I really don't give a shit. That's what you get for fucking trying to kill me off the side of this motherfucker, man. Now, man, after we played this game, he was like, what the fuck? How come there's this timer and shit like that? I was running faster up in this motherfucker, so he didn't quite understand the shit. And then I had to explain to him how Crank worked. And he was like, oh, really? Fuck this. I don't like this game. You know, he hasn't been a fan of Call of Duty Ghosts like a lot of people. A lot of people have just been like, you know, I don't know, fuck this fucking guy ran right. Look at this shit, man. How many fucking times am I going to run by this motherfucker? And then I ended up knifing his ass, man. And because of that shit, I got shot in my fucking face because I was trying to kill that motherfucker, man. No, but anyway, so obviously this is another episode, you know, being stuck with scrubs, and you guys are going to notice my team in this shit is fucking horrible. I'm actually playing against a party, if I'm not mistaken. I believe there's a small clan in the room. There's like 3 or 4 people or whatever the fuck it is. And then he got on the other team there, right there. I killed him in his ass again and shit like that. No, but he ended up on the team with the whatchamacallit, with a whole bunch of clan members and shit like that. I ended up with all the scrubs. I ended up with all the idiots, and the fact is, the clan that I'm playing against, they're not that great. I mean, there's some average players up in this motherfucker, but obviously, if you have people who are talking and communicating and shit like that, obviously they're going to beat a whole bunch of these idiots that end up on my team. And you need to see, if it's not for my score that ends up carrying their asses, this team would have got fucking slaughtered and shit like that. But you know what? That's just the way it goes, and right here, I'm going to explode as always. You know what? You just have to accept it. Sometimes in Crank, you're going to blow the fuck up. You may find someone, you may not, but you know what? Who gives a shit? This is not a game people play for kill-death ratio. This is a game people play because they want to rank up and because they want to actually get some points up in this motherfucker. They don't play this shit, and right there, I got another kill on my damn IED. Now, I'll tell you right now, man, that little spot right there that I put the IED on, obviously, unless you have sit rep, you'll notice that motherfucker. But a lot of people do not look at that wall. And another wall that they don't look at is when you go up that staircase, just as you turn around the elbowed staircase, if you put an IED on the left side of that wall, a lot of people don't see that one either. That's a very good spot for it, so I like putting it up there as well. Just a little tip for you guys out there. I'm sure plenty of people have seen that shit. Plenty of people probably seen, you know, those, oh, pro tip videos and all that other bullshit. Yeah, that fucking bullshit. I ended up running into that shit. You know what I hate? you know when you run into something and you know it's just too late. Once you fucking hear it, you're like, oh, son of a bitch, you know I'm gonna fucking die over this bullshit. Get the fuck out of here, man. Shot me around a wall up in this motherfucker, man. I can't stand that bullshit. No, but anyway, so in this game, obviously he ended up on the good team. I ended up on the scrubby ass team. And you're gonna notice that I have to do most of the killing up in this motherfucker. If it wasn't for me, this team would have got fucking trashed. And you'll see the scores at the end, man. They're just people, man. I don't know what the fuck they shoot at. I don't know if they're brand new to the game, but it's like, geez, man, can you fucking kill something? Something. Anything. I don't care what it is. Just kill somebody up in this motherfucker, man. So, anyway, a lot of times when you play Cranked, you know, you would see a lot of clans playing this when the game first came out and shit like that. When the game first came out, everybody was trying to rank up. Everybody was trying to, you know, team up, make sure you get kills up in this motherfucker. But I'll tell you right now, I don't like playing with anybody on Cranked. And the reason why I don't like playing with anybody, particularly good people, you know, like good players that I normally play with, is that everybody's trying to fight with each other's kills and shit like that. So you're all cock blocking against each other, trying to get kills and trying not to die up in this motherfucker. Right here, I'm gonna take another goddamn death. You know, this fucking, you see me checking myself. I'm like, what the fuck? How come I keep dying up in this motherfucker? And the funny thing is, I see my score right up there, but it's just out of instinct that you always have to do this motherfucker, man. No, but anyway, obviously, you know, when you play with a whole bunch of good players, you know, you're all fighting for kills. And whether or not you all try and go, you know, with a final score of like 100 to 35 or some shit like that, you know, there's going to be times where you're fighting multiple people trying to get kills, and because you're all trying to fight for kills, somebody is bound to die. That's just naturally going to happen. You get two people that run around together and you're both trying to get kills, unless you get some constant assist or some shit like that, where you get the time extension up in this motherfucker. That's the only way that you guys are going to actually be able to play in a party on Cranked, where you're all able to share the kills up in this motherfucker. Right here, I don't know why the fuck I decided to play careful. You know, I mentioned this in a prior video. Obviously, when I'm Cranked, and you guys saw in the earlier video, I was hauling my ass around. I was running around, I was getting a lot of kills and shit like that. But obviously, when I'm not Cranked, I seem to take it a lot slower. And then when I watched this game, I was like, man, why did I fucking sit back like this? You know, it was a close game right up until this point. I didn't even get this motherfucker. You know, it was a close game right up to the point that I decided to start camping and shit like that. And once I started camping like this, all of a sudden, we started losing out on all these damn kills, and that was when the gap started to widen up in this motherfucker. It goes to show you, as soon as I stopped playing aggressively, as soon as, you know, and there I go, I'm going to start running now that my IED got the kill. But as soon as I stopped playing aggressively, these guys could not get kills, and the gap between points from when we were close to the lead and shit like that, it widened. And that just shows you how bad this team was. You know, now that I'm getting back into this motherfucker, you can see the score. Obviously, I didn't control that whole damn score. But obviously, as soon as I get a little bit more aggressive, that's when I start getting kills up in this motherfucker. I don't know how the hell I got that guy. You know, a lot of people run with that damn bulldog on this fucking map, man. You know, I don't... Fucking dogs. Oh, man, that shit fucking frustrates the shit out of you. I didn't even see that fucking dog, man. No, but obviously, when I got a little bit more aggressive, the score got a lot closer and shit like that. And, yeah, I don't know how the fuck... I don't know, he was shooting at me with a pistol or some stupid shit, man. But you know what? Really don't give a fuck. No, but obviously, when I start playing aggressive, I get a lot more of this fucking bulldog, man. I can't stand that damn. That shit just fucks you. Anybody knows that that's like the only shotgun you can really use playing on Crank, man. Because the other shotguns in this game are fucking horrible, man. They don't have no Spaz 12 from back in the day. It's this bullshit, man. No, but anyway, as soon as I stopped playing aggressive, you guys noticed the score got bad. But then when I finally got back into this motherfucker, my teammates started, I don't know what the fuck, they started killing some shit, man. But anyway, man. As you know, since we're stuck with scrubs, you obviously know what the result of this fucking game is going to be, man. So right here, I see that the game's over. I'm like, you know what? I'm not even going to try and run around, give the team the final kill cam and shit like that. So I kind of played it like, ah, fuck it, I really don't give a shit. So there you see my score. I was 19-9. My team wasn't incredibly bad. I had the one guy that was 18-7, but look at the other, man. Holy shit, 6-21, 0-7. I mean, you can see I was obviously against the clan and shit like that. And there you see Going Postal was 8-9 up in this motherfucker. And obviously, I just want to show him going negative. Anyway, as always, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next video.